Hello, and welcome to my madness. I'm Eric, and I've been some Galactic tires, booster boxes lately to time gates right now. This box I already opened one pack out of. I use that as part of my little bit of everything. There's 35 packs remaining in here. I'm going to set aside about a dozen to make some sets to try to sell. Uh, Open up the rest of this box. Hopefully, I'll get the entity out of it. If not, sold. This box can actually have two entities in it. Time gates like the previous sets would have up to two entities in it. Uh, they'd put n- two copies of each very rare card on each very rare sheet, and then one copy of each of the four entities. So 1 in 25 cards is an entity, which means that 36 cards in a pack, there's a chance of getting two entities out of every box. Let's set the packs aside for a moment just to show off the box cover again. This is a piece of artwork by Lisanne Lake. And this particular piece of artwork, they managed to make several cards out of. Guy down here, I think, is Time Cop or something. Then they made, I think, it's the Temporal Snake out of this guy and this guy. Pretty sure they used these guys, the Snell guys, in some one of the pieces. This one is the Transporter Chief. I do remember with this central transport going on. So they got a lot of use out of this artwork. It's pretty good artwork. So anyway, I'll be setting aside 12 of these packs. 3, 6, 9, and 12. Right? 3, 6, 12. Now out of this set, there's not a lot of cards really looking to get because I have everything from this set already. One card there, the Cessation of Fire. I have only one of those, as well as two entities I have sitting there, the Time Knight and the Dyson Sphere. I have only one of each of those. So I would like to get extras of those three. In particular, I'd really like to get the Dyson Sphere, but if if I can get the Time Knight, that'd be good. The other two entities from this set, uh, I don't really need. I have like three of each. One of them's the Father of Time. It's a crew card. The other one is luck card, I think. Political Intrigue or something. Is that the one? Political Intrigue, the one from? Oh, Timeline Reversal is a luck card, and I have two or three of each of those. I sold one of my Father of Times and was disappointed with how much it sold for. Put it at a minimal auction for like $4 or something, and only one person bid on it. So would have liked to have seen it go for a little more, especially when some of the other entities can go for $10 and $20. $4 just seemed too little. Hoping to get the Dyson Sphere. I'd really like to get a second one of those. That was one of my favorite entities back in the day. It's actually a pretty powerful card overall. Uh, Triples the terrain point output of the terrain on which it's played. So, but honestly, if I don't get an entity out of these, it's in the 12 packs that I'm setting aside. I'm not gonna let it bother me. Gotten entities out of all the other boxes I've opened, so finish opening the last few packs here. I'll start pulling cards from them. Mentioned this before. I'm planning on keeping these packs. So I want to fill them with something, cardboard, or use my 3D printer to make some blank inserts or something. And then I'm going to put them back in the booster boxes, put the booster boxes on display on a shelf. I'd rather have the cards out of them than leave them sealed, but I still want the packs. This one feels weird inside. Pull this one first so I get the camera in the right position. Up out of the way. C7 Time Knight 3/7. Any of the Time Knights are good to get out of this set. Cyber Sys, Time Switch, Oral Shuttle, Ship from the Future, Judge, Time Fiend, Time Evacuation. Of course, all of the Time Knights and all the Chernoan ships are very rare cards, so they get them very rare slot in the booster pack. You have to share that with all the other very rare cards. Modified Timeline is the very rare. World Transporter, Time Exchange, Instant Reaction. This card got reworked twice. I think the last version was in Persona. Premonition, Time Trap, Time Merchant, Time Dragon. This is a pretty good card. There's two versions of the Time Dragon. The second one is a D8 in Universe Edition. Two breath weapons, time breath weapons, anti-time minefield, and time jump. C6-4 Time Knight, card exchange, mirror skin Phasriel. This was a piece of artwork here on the side of the booster box. Time Wave, Out of Time, Accept Action, Shipping Delays. This is a rare card. Made 10 of these. Veterinarian, Time Enclave, and Time Tornado. So on the rare sheet, there are 100 cards, like all the other sheets. 45 of the cards they printed twice. And then the shipping delays, they made 10 different versions. They printed one each. Each of the 10 versions forms one part of a 10-page flip book, showing the monster bursting out of this box. So this is slightly more rare than the other rare cards. More common than the uncommons. Anti-accelerator, Accept Action. For some reason, this always reminds me of a couple of marshmallows floating on hot chocolate. Don't know why. Cyber Cyst, Invasion Force, Shipment, Distortion Generator, Time Capsule, Time Merchant, Time Dragon, and Time Minefield. S5 Time Ship. This is another one. I don't really need more of these, but they are kind of nice to have. Played in the engaged position, has no engagement cost. Allows one Time Knight with a fleet strength of 9 or less to shift from the time origin to the active fleet. Discard after use during the discard phase. And then it's got two time phasers. It can do 2 points damage to all the ships in opponent fleet, and does it allows you to bring a Time Knight back to the active fleet. So that is a useful card. Sequential Continuum. Wrinkled Timeline. Roll Mechanic. Expansion. Cessation of Time. This is the one I only had one of, so I have a duplicate. That is nice. So I'll set that one over time ship. Time thief, time exchange, cessation of production. Card equivalency, cessation of engagement, gas transmission, SWORK search mandator, future transmission, time jump, shipping delays, and I think it's the same one that I just got. Another veterinarian, which followed the last one that I got. Time and the veterinarians are nice to have too. I like these in my dragon deck. Played heals 3 points of damage to any monster or dragon in play in the fleet each turn. So it's a reaction card. You can instantly heal 3 points of damage and then 3 points of damage every turn after that. So I like to have four of these in my dragon deck because if nothing else, you can play it in a reaction and get an instant 3 point healing to save one of your dragons from being destroyed. And then every turn after that, you get 3 more points of healing. So as long as you can keep them alive, healing. Then there's the Swark breed. The Swark breed, there's six of these, I think. Strength 1 through 6 or something like that. And each one of the images is an advancement of the little dance routine they're doing in the background. And then the statue starts shooting out fireworks. A phone number appears across the bottom. And the belt around two, revealing a hidden message. So you got to get all six of them to see what the message is. The 8 time machine. The 7 temporal shuttle. Ship from the future. Discharge exchange. Mirror skin. Time wave. Oral comprehension. Another shipping delays. This is not the same as the last one I got. There's work. This is not the same as the other one I was looking at either. C2 and C3. See in the C3. The C2, the dancing guys are over here. By C3, they're in the middle. Phone number that's shown there, 800 9. Then the last card in that pack was Monster Hulk. Time Intrusion. S1 time ship. This is just like the S5 one, except it only allows you to move in time night with strike 3 or less. And only 1 point of time phasers. Accelerated burn, temporal shifter, space time diversion, time gate. The shipping delays. This I think is the exact same one just had. Yeah, no, it's not. The one I just got, he's falling down a little bit and his mouth is open. The last one, still standing. And C4, Swark Breed, Temporal Comprehension, and Stellar Gas Cloud. C4-6 Time Knight, Swark Monster, Time Switch, Shuttle, Ship of Future, Fudge, Time Fiend, Time Evacuation, and Capture. Raid Time Spindle. This one looks like it would have been great with some hologram effects on it. But they didn't. Time Expansion, Time Skip. There's the S1 Swark Breed, Temporal Snake. This one's from the cover of box. One interesting thing is that several of the cards that they cut from this ended up in later sets in Piracy, I think it was. They used it. Space Time Portal, Criminal Judge, Time Fiend, time evacuation. C10 time night. So I got one and the entities out of here. There may or may not be a second one. Distortion generator, time ship, accelerated burn, pearl shifter, time merchant, time dragoness, anti-time minefield, 6 time jump. So C10 time night is a reasonably powerful card. It's got a 10 strength. When destroyed in the fleet is moved to the time origin. When destroyed in the time origin is discarded. So most of the time knights have a strength like 6-4, 1-9. Total strength adds up to 10. They'll have a low fleet strength and a high time strength, or vice versa. This one has a 10 strength in the fleet and in the time origin. Only destroyed by time damage in the time origin. Each complete turn, as a reaction, negates any one card just played. Time card, any one card. So he's really powerful. The ability to discard one card that was just played, very useful ability. Even better if you can get it on a mechad ship with the mechad network interface that doubles them. Catastrophic repetition. This one has some hologram effects on star behind the ship. Search mandator. Future transmission. Time capsule. Another Susan Van Camp with that darn monster on it. Sequential continuum. Crinkled timeline. Quantum occurrence. Another shipping delays. This is a different one from the other ones I've gotten. He's falling down even. Swark breed. This is a different one than the other ones I've gotten. Out of phase world. A10 time lore. Because when men in robes get together, it's never good. Time skip. Swark breed. Temporal snake. Base relocation. Stasis canister. Temp storm. Continuum disorder. Time gap generator. And time assault team. Starwell. This one again has some hologram effects on the central core of the star here. Premonition. Time trap. This one, it kind of looks like a negative image, but when you put a negative on it, it isn't really a negative. It just kind of looks like one. Cessation of engagement. It's transmission. Swark breed. Out of phase world. Time wave. Accelerated aging. And time screen. Well of time. Time capsule again. This guy looks like he's holding a hand blender. How fun would it be if you opened a time capsule and found that inside? I guess we could ask Sigourney Weaver. Sequential continuum. Oracle timeline. Panic. Time enclave. Expansion. Skip. Wreckage survivors. Space time portal. Terminal judge and time fiend. Several of those time feeds and terminal judges. Time discrepancy. Time compression. Cryogenic convict. Discard delay. Transporter. Exchange. Instant reaction. Snake. Again, this one they reuse the not reuse, but use the artwork from the cover on. Temporal loophole. Lactinet. Which actually reminds me, set this aside for a little bit later, and shipping delays. Trinoan time ship. Action. Lost in space. Trophy hunter. Cessation of events. State. Cyber cyst. Accelerated burn. Temporal correction. Quantum occurrence. Another shipping delays. Another spark breed. We have our phaser distorter. Oral shifter. Space time diversion. Time gate. Time compression. Time guardian. This one, I don't know what this makes me. Reminds me of maybe 70s sci-fi. I don't know. Or 70s science fantasy. Really. 60s or 50s. Correction. Quantum occurrence. And another shipping delays. Time shield. It's got a bit of coil effect. 3 beams going in and out of this ship here. Out of season. Intercept action. Invasion force. Cyber cyst. Shipment. Distortion generator. Ship. Resource theft. Base thrusters. S3 time ship. And time guardian. Getting down, I have packs left out of the 23 I was opening. 6-4 Trinoan battle cruiser. Time skip. Sequential continuum. Oral mechanic. Time enclave. Shipping delays. Swark breed. Monster halt and temporal storm. So 8-2 time night. Discard exchange. Mirrorskin phaser eel. Time wave. Out of season. Intercept action. Capture. Shipping delays. Swark breed. And monster halt. 2-8 time night. Base relocation. Stasis canister. Lucky creation. Lost in space. Trophy hunter. Shipping delays. Another veterinarian. Time enclave. NATO. Last pack here. Time glass artifact. Let's see what's the rules on this one say. Played to the highest strength crew card in play after one turn is moved to any other crew card which does not possess the time glass. Crew possessing the time glass is immune to card plays and actions discarded after 4 crew have possessed time glass. So that one's not too bad, especially if your opponent gets out something good that's going to target crew and protect your turn. Space diversion, time gate, time compression, convict, timekeeper, time wave, accelerated aging, time screen, cessation of time. So I have several threes. There's a 5, there's a 2, there's a 5. Got a 1, I got a 4. I did not get the highest strength one, which I think is strength 6. highest strength one has some foil effects on it and is a very, like I said, you can see these guys are left hand side, then they walk out a little more, out a little bit more. The beams are starting to shoot out more. Now they're facing you, the beams are shooting out a lot more. And look at his belt there. It says smiling. Jack is coming for. And the last one says you. Smiling Jack. He is, I believe, kind of Forever Man's like ghost looking buddy that's always with him. And I have a bunch of shipping delays here. This is cessation of time. It's cessation of fire that I had only one of. That's what I thought. Oh well. So they're barely poking out of the box. Same one. Barely poking out of the box. Followed up. It's the same one. Staring down to the dude's face. Dude has fallen over. Dude is feeding him the clipboard. Dude has fed him the clipboard. These two are the dude who's fallen over completely. So let's see. It's the same as that one. Yep. Two, three. Looks like I got about 6 out of the 10 in this box. Of the ones that I opened, of course, I didn't open all of it. Got about 11 total. So there it's hidden. Let's see, that one's later. It's jumped out. Guy feeds him the clipboard. It starts to fall down. Guy is falling down, and then the guy has fallen down. I have a GIF animation of this site too. It's much better than me trying to flip through it on a or not really live stream, but on a video. Galactic. The reason why I wanted to talk about that one is because I have made some changes on my website recently. Wrong thing. On my website, if you go to the main page, Reddit and Facebook links here, the forums. I'm called Galactic. Come in and talk about General Galactic Empire stuff or some of the other forums, the Indian Rules Committee, Shipyard, and Galactic Trade World. Talk about Galactic Empires. Come in, drop us a line. Talk to us. I'm trying to rebuild the community that has fallen apart over the years. So, anyway, that does it for my pack cracking today. I will see you on the flip side.